All right, we're back. Welcome.
Yo,
Welcome to
what's up,
Serg and
everybody?
Ivy.
I'm Serg.
And I'm Ivy.
What up?
All right, we went on the Virgin Voyages Dominican Daze, which is a 5-day cruise voyage, and it was the Scarlet Lady.
Yes.
And we want to share with you our own personal opinion on these, like, I think it's top 5 points to the cruise line in general. And again, this is for the Scarlet Lady, the Dominican Daze trip.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
So our first topic that we want to touch, which was a popular topic amongst cruisers that we ran into, is the pool area on the ship.
Yeah.
So Ivy, if you want to talk a little bit about the pool and your thoughts on it, and be nice.
Okay. So you guys, listen, if you've been doing your research on Virgin Voyages, and if you're watching as a representative from Virgin Voyages, then I must let you know that, yeah, the iconic pool is not really that iconic. It is a small pool. I think that it goes up to 5 feet and 11 inches, to be exact, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely could be bigger. It definitely could be more inviting. There were other pool sections, but they were smaller. I wish we would have had more of those. There were different areas for like jacuzzis. So everything very small and intimate, which I don't mind. But I mean, if we're gonna have 2 days at sea, even if it's 1 day at sea, even if no days at sea, we're on a cruise ship and we're at the top, we want to sunbathe, we need some water. And I mean, at the end of the day, everyone is coming on a cruise to grab some sun, get water, right? Like all of that stuff. So I think that I would give this personally, out of a 5-star, the pool, I would give it like a 3, because I do feel that it was too small for us adults. That's all.
So when it comes to the pool, one thing I would say is there was a lot of seating areas. So maybe you didn't get a prime time seat right around the pool. But there were nice cabanas and nice little benches where you can sit right by the pool. A lot of beach chairs or pool chairs to hang out on. So I think that was a good. I'll start with the positive. And I also think that the bartenders and the servers around the pool were fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
I've been to other cruises where they don't even look your way, or you have to like beg for a drink and they forget. Like, shout out my homie Vish. If you're watching this, Vish. Love you, bro. Vish was awesome. He kind of was my pool bartender for the whole trip. Like Ivy was saying, we had 2 days at sea, and I think that's a really big deal. When you have 2 full days at sea, like you want to enjoy the pool, you want to enjoy water, you want to meet other people, and it's a really small pool. You can check our other videos. Like, I mean, some of the pool is kind of like to just put your feet in, kind of just like sit in the water. It's not really a pool, which is okay again, but you know, you want to swim, you want to hang out, you want to get some water. So that's one area I think of improvement for Virgin. Hopefully, you know, these boats are already created, so maybe down the line.
Sure.
One thing I will say is they had a separate adult pool that was pretty cool if you wanted that vibe. So Ivy and I were in that vibe maybe like twice. Maybe you could throw some videos and you can check it out. That pool was a bit more chill and relaxed. The music wasn't as loud. The bar was right in front of you. And it was more of like an adult, older, chill vibe. But again, a smaller pool.
Yes.
So that would be my only critique. Wish it was a bit bigger, especially for me. I'm 6'2", and there were a lot of big people on the boat. It would be cool to have a bigger pool.
Yeah, I agree.
Our second question is, how lit really was it? I'll start off here, right? Yeah. I think for me, everybody's different, what they're used to, what they like. And I think there were levels of litness and like getting, you know, super crazy, taking shots, really dope music. But I really do think they were moderate, right? It wasn't as again, we've had experience on other cruises, as uncontrollable and crazy as other cruises, which I personally liked. You know, but you know, I do wish that there was a little bit more partying, especially during the beginning days, right? I think the parties, you start so early that by 12 o'clock, it's like, but there was always something to do, somebody to drink with. There was never an empty bar. You would find somebody at the bar. I walk around with a Beats pill. I would just throw music on anywhere and nobody would bother me.
This is true.
Kind of backwards.
Yeah.
The bartenders would like dance with us.
Right.
So I did like that. I've been on other cruises where I'm told to turn off my speaker or to moderate myself, and that didn't happen here at all.
That's so true. Yeah, littiness wise, I agree. Just have to say that the beginning, the first 2 days were pretty lit on the side of the crew. They were very welcoming from the second that you came on the cruise. It was fun, but I will say that, yeah, that kind of just lessened from their side overall in the last, 3 days, I'd say. But everyone's down for a good time. And listen, Serg and I are people that we make the best out of our moments. And like Serg said, He's Dominican. He can't help it. He has a speaker next to him every single day, and we were the party. So that's an example. You know, if you wanted to bring your speaker, if you want to set your space up and always make sure that you have the vibe, you can do that, and they'll definitely accommodate you and they'll support you.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, for you guys that are smokers, they have separate smoke sections for cigarette smokers. For you hookah and vape smokers that carry the portables, it is not a problem.
No.
I am one as well. I was smoking all over the boat. It was not a problem
Sorry,
anywhere.
Virgin.
Sorry, guys. But the vape wasn't a problem. Staff saw it. I mean, it wasn't a problem. Sorry if I get you guys in trouble. But I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was great. And no one was bothered by it. You know, we were all adults. That's the best part. So, and like you said, last thing I want to say, there was people at the pool. There were people at the bar. There were people downstairs, upstairs. In the game room, right? There's a game section. And if you wanted to go up to someone and say, hey, do you want to play this game or do you want to do this, blah, 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 I'm pretty sure that people would be open to it just because we were all like big kids.
It was very friendly. Everyone was friendly.
You know?
Yeah, I think it was great. I don't really have too much complaints about the littiness. I think it was a good time. And like she said, like if you bring the party, they're not going to send you away.
No.
So
like out of 5 stars, as far as 5 being like the most lit, like, oh my gosh, like there's drinks everywhere. People are like crazy, just like dancing at every corner. 5 being that and 1 being like a complete snooze.
I'll give it like a 4.
Okay.
I'll give it like a 4 because I personally have been on other cruise again where there is open bar, and I think open bar leads to just ordering drinks and just getting plastered. Right. And on Virgin, you have to pay for your drinks.
Right.
So
adult status.
Which I liked. I thought I wouldn't, but I liked because every time you have a drink, it's intentional, right? And you know you're having a drink and you want to finish your drink. So I enjoyed that, and I think that moderated a little bit of the partying, and I'm okay with that. The wife here is a little bit more of a party animal. But I was totally fine with that. I was having a good time.
Yeah, it was fun though, guys. It was fun.
Now, somebody's favorite topic. The food options.
Yes! Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna take turns here because if you're a foodie like me, then you're gonna want to hear this. But if you're very picky and selective with what you eat, then you're gonna want to hear from Serg. So for the foodie people, oh my goodness, everything is made to order. Hello? Everything is made to order on the grill, on the stove. It's just whatever you're ordering, you have to give it some time. Not a lot of time, but you have to give it some time because it's fresh and it's made right then and there. It's delicious. The options that they have are delicious. The different areas that we tried are also great. Pink Agave, shout out to Pink Agave because hands down, an incredible selection of food. Everything from the meats, delicious. You have seafood there as well. You have your fresh stuff. You have paninis. You have bagels. You have fries. You have your burgers. You have a big selection. You have popsicles, ice cream, everything. So as far as food and food selection, I think that it's great. I absolutely love it, and I love that you can just order as much as you want. But just know that you have to order it. Okay. Yeah. So I loved it. 5 out of 5.
Boom, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to start there with 5 out of 5. I'm a super picky eater, super picky. And I love that it's not buffet style. So sometimes you go on a cruise and you want a burger and there's 10 burgers just sitting there for an hour and you got to reheat it and eat it. And that's not the style here. You know, you ask for your burger, you see it being prepped right in front of you. Within 2 to 3 minutes, you have your burger. If you like it well done, medium, lettuce. That was really awesome.
Nothing is ever sitting.
No.
Just like waiting.
Ever. Never.
Like nothing's ever sitting waiting.
They also had a lot of selections, a lot of little things to pick at, which I love. I kind of like to munch throughout the day. I'm kind of like a one big meal kind of person and then munch throughout the day. To give you an example, I might start the day with the bagel and then might walk through the galley and get an apple. You might go back and get an orange. And then you can go back and get a panini if you'd like. You can get some sausage with some eggs on the side as well. So there was always something available. They had sushi boxes. They had wraps pre-prepared that you can just grab on the go if you kind of want to go.
Charcuterie boards.
Cute little charcuterie you can grab and take to your room. So I think the food was great. I'll give the restaurants, again, they were all awesome. Shout out to the staff at Gun Bay. Shout out Hazel. That was really awesome. I ate octopus. Me.
Gumby.
Me. I ate octopus.
That's right, guys. Gumby, yeah.
That's
octopus.
right. I ate octopus.
No, I'm sorry, not just octopus. We also ate shrimp.
And I never eat anything that swims. Stay tuned for that explanation later. But I ate octopus and I ate shrimp. That was really cool at the Gun Bay Korean barbecue, where everything is prepared for you right in front of you. That was really awesome. The steakhouse at the wake was really cool. We had brunch there, so it was really cool to see it in the daytime and see the views because it's at the back of the boat, where it's all open. You get some really incredible views.
Incredible views.
And then at nighttime, it's kind of like that romantic, elegant one-on-one where we celebrated her birthday dinner. And like she said, you can order everything.
And the wake also has an indoor section and also an outdoor section, which I honestly didn't know until much later, but that's okay because for our brunch, we got sat right at the edge of basically of the boat at the back. And we had a window, which you'll see here. It was gorgeous. So you can either sit inside, indoors, right, with AC, or you can just be outside with nature and receiving the wind and overlooking the entire ocean. On a Sunday.
And if restaurants are like not your style and you don't want to plan, they have a place called the Galley, which is basically, I think it means heaven, because I got you, babe. Because I mean, it had everything. They had, if you want toast, if you want sushi, if you want a panini, if you want bacon, egg, and cheese, you want a fruit salad, you want a burger. That's like your spot to like go to and just grab something and get back to your room or get back to the pool.
If you're hungover by any chance, I mean, if you want to pick up a little something, a little bacon and a little hash brown, you got that at the Galley. Because
there's water as well. I did want to touch on that since we're talking about food. There is water all over the boat. What we would suggest is taking your own water bottle. Because a lot of the water stands that you see, there's no cups.
Correct.
So I think that's what more people complain about. We did see that a lot about water. It's more about the water stands are there and then there's no cups.
Also, they are blended. They're blended into like the bar section, and it's
Looks
also
weird.
a clear, transparent water case. And then you just give yourself the water, right? But it's not like it's out there. There's no water fountains. This isn't high school.
No.
You know, everything is placed very discreetly, and you're here for a good time. So they're not trying to tell you, hey, water. They're trying to just have it there.
But they were all over.
We
started counting because, again, we read through comments and we wanted to get to things that people were worried
floor
about.
Had water.
There was water all over the place. Again, I would just suggest taking your water bottle so you can fill up your water and be on the go with it.
Yes, like a tumbler.
And in your room, again, if you want water, I can't drink things without ice. I told my concierge that I loved ice. I had ice every single day. CJ, we love you. Every single moment of the day. I mean, I had ice in the room. She made sure she put extra ice, extra water in the fridge for us.
Yes.
So there is water on the cruise, guys.
For sure, there is. Just ask.
We have a big complaint. I'll pass it over to her because she is an ice cream maniac.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I have to say this. So I'm sure that you can order ice cream at, any of these restaurants, The Wake, Agave, whatever, all of these, right? But there's a specific area, which I'm sure some of you've seen by just researching. It's called Lick Me Till I Scream.
Okay.
I love that. Okay.
No problem.
It's awesome. It's delicious. But, Virgin, are you kidding me? Why do you close it at 10 p.m.?
This is just her, guys. She is a ice cream lunatic. I swear in one day, we went 3 times. And I had to tell her to get one scoop.
But
I was fine with the ice cream.
But 10 p.m., let's be honest. I know you got me. I know you get this. 10 p.m. exactly. So like by the time you finish and then you go do something else and you're like, F it, I'm on a cruise and on vacation and I'm going to have another one. No, they're closed.
But if it's closed, you go to the Galley, get yourself some cookies, get yourself some desserts, some flan.
Desserts. Right.
No, they have some dope desserts.
Cream stuff, but no ice cream past 10.
So this jumps right into our next conversation, which I think was funny because everyone that we met and spoke to about it was like, really? And that's room service.
Oh.
A lot of Voyagers were not really aware that room service was one, available, and 2, free of charge. Right?
It was free of charge.
Well, I think it's a $7 service charge.
That's it. But you can
if you're on a cruise and you don't want to pay $7, then you shouldn't be on a cruise. So $7 service charge for your room service, no matter what you get, and I mean no matter what you get. So we ordered the chicken breast asparagus with mashed potatoes, and we also ordered meatballs on the side. We also ordered a wrap. We also ordered some popcorn. We ordered chocolate covered pretzels. We ordered some gummies. Which were the real gummy bears, the real ones. You guys know.
Old school gummy bears, Yeah.
And all that came, so we timed it. It took 26 minutes from the minute we order it until the minute they knocked on our door.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. Everything was steaming hot and fresh. I couldn't believe it.
And you don't have to talk to anybody. You can just grab your tablet, which is there in the room, and you're like, bing, bong, bang.
Order everything directly from the app on your phone as well. You can order room service from your phone as well, and from the tablet.
Yeah.
When we started talking to Voyagers, about room service, we got so many. We didn't know. We didn't know that was included.
Right.
Because to be honest, Virgin doesn't really boast about it, right, and scream about it, and I get it. Like, you know, you don't want people blowing you up.
Yeah.
But that night we had room service a few times. One night we got room service at like 2:20 in the morning, and it was quick, fresh.
Yeah. So
shout out to Virgin for the room service. Shout out for it being fresh, and shout out for it being included. So definitely a perk you guys take it back. We didn't actually try the Italian restaurant, but we heard that part of the room service menu is from the Italian restaurant.
Oh wait, I didn't know that.
The meatballs and the chicken breasts are from the Italian restaurant.
And you know what, I was going to tell you that I noticed that one or two of the items on the menu were actually from the wake. So that's interesting that you're saying that.
I guess they
feel
grab
like
a few things from each restaurant.
The menu for the room service.
So that was good. That was yummy. I would definitely suggest try out the room service, guys. It's $7. Thank me later.
Right.
And our next topic, big topic, music and entertainment on the boat in general.
Okay.
Music was okay. You know, what you're getting is your regular pop, you know, your what's probably playing on the radio maybe a couple months ago. You're not going to get the current. Although we did get snippets of it, right? At the pool party, sometimes in the Manor, in the club at night, you'll get some Bad Bunny. You'll get some of that good music, right? A little bit of it. Chico, you come to Miami, tú quieres una música español, papi, you know?
So more soca, more dance hall, more reggae, more reggaeton,
which
more
we got a little
trap.
of again in the beginning. The first day by the boat, we were getting that. And I was like, okay. And then it started dying down a bit.
Yes. And at the pool, you know, the pool area, I will say, because we did meet a great group of friends. And I would always, I'm not going to lie, I'm sorry. I'm just going to
shout out Eric. Yo, Eric.
And T, what's up?
Yo, and Erica, what up, baby?
And
Okie.
I will say that, you know, there were moments that were great, and there were moments that I'm like, okay, we're here back again at this genre. And my friend T that I met, she had to like pause, and she had to tell me like, no, girl. This DJ had a whole set of this kind of music, like 90s R&B, like old hip hop. And now they're doing the whole EDM house thing. And then now they're going to go a little bit into this. So they're giving time and sections. A shout out to DJ Leon De Leon.
And DJ James Campbell. He was hooking it up. James, you were hooking it up with the Bad Bunny, bro.
Yeah, so our personal take is that there could be a little bit more up, right? Like up music and like really lit stuff. Because we're at a pool party especially. So that was my personal take because of that. Also, just want to say this really fast, you guys, because hear me out. Come closer. If you're at an adult cruise only and you're putting music, you guys, I don't want to hear not one song without the curse words. There should be no music, no clean music. No clean music.
That was her pet peeve.
I want to hear the F-bombs. I want to hear the ass bombs. I want to hear that I will do you this way. I want to hear it all because we're on an adult cruise. There are no kids.
Once you pointed it out, I was like, all right, babe. And it's, again, it's adults only. So that was a nice touch. And, you know, you, again, just speaking candidly here, you have an adults cruise, you have girls twerking, you have guys dancing, fist pumping, taking shots. And, you know, what I would say is that it wasn't recycled music. That I've been on other cruises.
That's true.
Where it's a recycled playlist, and by day 3, you want to jump off the boat.
Yeah.
So it was not recycled.
But that's the only thing, you guys. There's options, and I think that the music overall could have been a little more elevated. And
we're obviously party people. So
clearly,
you can see we want to go have a good time. Our next chat is about entertainment. It's our final chat, our final topic to discuss.
Okay.
In terms of entertainment, I want to give a quick shout out to the Dirty Birds.
Oh
and
my
wait,
God.
I gotta say it right. The Lee Boys and the Dirty Birds. Man, they hooked it up. They were doing classic funk, classic like jazz.
It was like 60s, 70s. Maybe some 80s, but they went back into the 60s.
They had me ready to get my bells bottoms.
Like,
and that's not even my type of music, but it was live. It was in an area by, you know, on the 6th floor where it was just open for you to communicate with people, for you to dance. They also had a Latino mix live as well, which was more romantic Spanish music, which was nice as well. But the live entertainment from that standpoint was really cool. Babe, I know we saw some shows and stuff as well.
Yeah. So we did. I personally enjoyed the live music a lot. And it's not to say that I did not enjoy the performances, meaning at the more theatrical ones. But I was just so impressed with the level of professionalism and performance coming from Dirty Bird. It was excellent. I hope that they're on when you guys travel. But if they're not, then because I know that Virgin Voyages likes to rotate on their performance crew. I've learned. So Dirty Bird might not be on your trip. So sad. But I do know that they specifically select that kind of genre of music for live performances. So I think that anybody who comes forward, any group, may just be as great, maybe not as great as Dirty Bird, but pretty good. Okay, now as far as the performance and more theatrical aspect of things, I'm gonna be real with you. My background is in entertainment, in performance, and I was blown away
The name of the show is called, I know you're not going to remember.
No, I'm not.
Ships in the Night.
Okay.
Ooh, that was crazy.
It was really, really, really impressive, you guys, because I'm not going to get into technical things because you don't want to hear all that crap, but I'm just going to say it from my stance because I do have this professional background. Holy cow, I see the efforts that Virgin Voyages made in making this a more like full out experience, more elevated experience for us. Meaning the dancers were at a different caliber. They were way more professional, way more experienced. These are commercial, competitive dancers.
And it was also like a real theater in there. In the Red Room, it's like a real life, you think you're in Broadway.
The leading iconic singer and host, right, of the entire show also, like...
Sorry, wow. Getting a blank on his name.
I'm getting a blank too, but it was amazing. You could definitely find them eventually in on Broadway in a couple years because they were just that incredible. So shout out to the crew, to the performance team on Virgin Voyages, Scarlet Lady. You guys are killing it. Keep going. You guys are beautiful.
And there was entertainment all over. So now that was her favorite. I'll go to my favorite entertainment, which was the Red Night, Scarlet Night. The Virgin team put on an amazing show up on the pool deck. Everyone's hanging out. Everyone's dressed in red. To me, that was my favorite party of the boat time. Everyone's kind of loose, hanging out. It's after a full day in Dominican Republic. Everyone's kind of off the drinks. Everything is in red. It's splashing water all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're putting on like a sick choreographed show.
Yes.
Where they'll let you know if you don't want to get wet, don't be up in the front.
Splash
just be back a little bit in the back.
Yeah.
But it was a great time, and shout out to the Virgin crew for putting on a sick show.
Amazing. It was awesome, you guys. So shout out to you guys. Amazing job. If you enjoyed this little segment, make sure that you give this a like. Also, let us know your comments, and if you have any other questions, we'll definitely be gathering those questions up and making another video for you, okay? Make sure that you like this video, share it with someone who may resonate with this, and if you're not subscribed, what are you doing, all right? Take a look at this next video below as we go in depth with our favorite part of our trip.
All right, we out.